and there's a mama bear and 3 cubs walking towards me. Like, I'm not making this up. I wish I had my 85 mil. All I have is my 16 to 35, but they're walking this way, so. My wife recently brought it to my attention that there is such thing as a Huberman husband. So I'm gonna take you through a day in the life of what it means to be a Huberman husband. As I'm out here on my morning walk, I think it'd be a good idea to talk about what the heck a Huberman husband is. And I didn't know that this was actually a thing until my wife brought it to my attention. And apparently it is a group of people that live by Dr. Andrew Huberman's daily health and wellness protocols and kind of like tell their wives about it. So first Huberman takeaway of the day. If it's sunny out, we want to get 5 to 10 minutes of daylight in our eyes, sun directly in our eyes without sunglasses, because we want the beams to hit our retinas to wake us up. Helps to reset our circadian rhythms. But as you can tell, it is overcast, which means that he recommends if it's overcast, like I live in the Pacific Northwest, just north of Vancouver, that means that we have to be outside for 20 to 30 minutes. There is sun, it's just behind the clouds. So we're gonna go on a walk today. We're gonna set the context for the video. Let's do it. It's pretty hard to not get outside first thing in the morning, regardless if it's wet or if it's sunny. We live in the beautiful coastal mountain range, so this is by far just like a non-negotiable no-brainer that is really easy to do. It's so much different than getting up and walking through a city. Nothing against cities, it's just not my thing. It's why I moved here. That is a black bear just roaming on the tracks there. I don't know if you can see it. And there's a mama bear and 3 cubs walking towards me. Like, I'm not making this up. I wish I had my 85 mil. All I have is my 16 to 35, but they're walking this way, so it's just adorable. Like, have you ever seen a mama bear and like 3 cubs? Now that I've done the morning walk, first thing in the morning, I have a couple of supplements that I take. First thing is I have a hydration mix, and I don't use the same one as Huberman, but I do enjoy BioSteel. This is a Canadian company. I've been drinking this for a long time. And yeah, it's just like, it's a competitor to the stuff that he's promoting out there, that he's got deals with. But I put a scoop of that in the morning. I have AG1 here, so I'll either put a scoop in this water first thing, or I'll put it in a smoothie. And then I have here Tongkat Ali, as well as Fidocio agrestis. And those are the simple supplements that Huberman recommends, and those are the ones that I take, and yeah, primes me for the day. So I don't want to get too into it because it's not really a part of the routine, but this is where I work. I'll show you, put some B-roll over top here. This is the workstation. So I own a video production company as well as Nurture Wellness. So this is this is where everything happens. This is where I get everything done. Don't need to show too much about it, but you know, back to the routine. It's now 5:17, workday's done. And up next is a cold plunge. And I haven't shown anybody yet on this channel, but I do actually have a cold plunge tub in the garage, but I'm feeling like a river dip today. And plus, we live in a beautiful place here, so why not go take a cold plunge in a glacial fed river? Yeah, it's not a far walk. It's a couple minutes just through the trail here, but I don't know if you can probably already hear the river. It's gonna get loud real quick. You want to see some B-roll of the place? Let's do it. We're down here, and I apologize if it's really loud. Obviously, I can't control the sound of the river. But yeah, let's go do some cold plunging. That's just insane. Like, that's so cold, which is awesome. I didn't stay in very long, but it doesn't matter because it's like, it's cumulative throughout the week, right? As you guys know, so. Let's get out of here. Oh, so slippery. At this point of the day, the next stage for me of the Huberman Lab, day in the life, if you will, is the sleep protocol. So, yeah, I guess we'll just gonna go home, have dinner, hang out with my wife. We'll see you when we start talking about how to optimize their sleep. See you then. It's 9:03 p.m., which takes us to the ending of the Huberman day, which is moving on to the sleep routine. So in terms of supplements, I actually used to take most of his sleep toolkit. I was taking magnesium, I was taking L-theanine, which was improving the quality of my sleep, but I started having really bad dreams while I was taking the theanine. So I stopped taking that because I was having some pretty bad, like vivid dreams. But what I take instead, and this is not part of his protocol, but it's part of my sleep toolkit, if you will. I take reishi, right? I try to grab some sort of a reishi supplement. This one's a powder from Four Sigmatic, but I've had it in the past in like tablet form or just like there's tinctures out there. There's different things you can get, but reishi it's an adaptogen mushroom. So I find that when I take this, I wake up feeling extremely refreshed the next day. I find that I get into deeper sleep, and I just really enjoy it as a supplement. So I get those. I try to dim the lights as much as I can, right? So I just have these slight kitchen lights on, but I need it to film. Keep the lights low to allow the melatonin to increase naturally in my body. And then the last thing that I do, because I don't have a Sleep 8 mattress, because I'm not Huberman level rich, but we try to open the window at night because we live in the mountains and it gets cool at night. So that will cool the room temperature down enough to settle into a deep sleep. I know that those mattresses are the dream, so one day. I tend to stop my caffeine intake around, honestly now, anything before 1 p.m. for the most part if I can. 2 p.m. at the latest is the latest in the day that I'll consume caffeine, because the half-life, like the research he brought out with Matt Walker around the half-life being 6 hours or so. So I find that by cutting that out by noon, or maybe I'll have a coffee or an energy drink like after lunch. But other than that, like I'm a no to caffeine, because I find that it really helps me settle into not just sleep quickly, but also a deeper sleep. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, it really makes a difference. And if you also have a routine that you follow from the guidance of Dr. Andrew Huberman, then I'd love for you to comment that down below. And yeah, I'll just get a dialogue going of the protocols that seem to be working for you. But for now, that's the video. See you in the next one.